Hello everybody, Twitch Nitro here, and today we're looking back a little bit. So some older viewers of mine will probably recognise some of this. I went round and I showcased this as a zombie apocalypse map that I was working on. And it's very old now. A lot has changed in the game, and I'm not done with the idea. I just sort of took a break from it. In fact, I don't even recognize some of the stuff that I was working on here. I think this is some kind of day-night thing. This was before set block and fill commands and, you know, 20 hertz clocks and all these fancy gadgets existed, so it's all very old. But I was thinking that I'd bring it back and I'd try and record some of my building and my process, you know, behind building and stuff, as I revamp some of these artifacts of old and bring them into the Minecraft now, or well, technically the Minecraft future, as I am in the snapshot. Right. So in this episode, I think what we're going to take a look at is class selection. So in the old thing, in the old zombie apocalypse thing, if you died to a zombie in the zombie apocalypse, you would be transported here to the zombie start area, where you could become a player zombie. And it's my intention to have this still working. That was closed off. It's dark in here. But then again, I think that was the point. Yeah, and you'd be able to class select, so you'd be able to be a zombie tank or a zombie ranger. I truly have no idea if any of this even still works, or if it even works with me being in creative mode. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. Night vision, saturation, it's done lots of things. Interesting. Yes, yeah. I'm gonna have to work around this. The slapper zombie thing was added because I couldn't let zombies differentiate between normal players that they want to nom on and zombie players. And then this would be where they pick where they want to spawn. Let's just go here. Oop. And I'd be given mining fatigue by the looks of it. Oh right, that's while I'm... yeah, so I can't break anything. Yeah, so all of this still works, it just doesn't work in any sort of modern sense, and I kind of want to revamp it. I might make it a little bit brighter inside. So yeah, this is what we'll be working on today. It will probably look slightly different after I'm finished, and the redstone certainly will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to play with some of this redstone for the class selection for zombies, and I'll get back when I've worked out something a little bit more modern. Perhaps I should go through how this old one worked, if I can remember. So this is, I think, this is the basic template for it. A player would walk in and stand on this, and then it would block another player from going in, because this piston would push up. Yeah, I can't fully remember this. I'm going to have to reacquaint myself with this off camera. But if you do want to check this out, I think I explained it in, as I said, the older video. So I will go off and I shall set up an area where I can start working on this, and we'll be back with an update. Yeah, back in a few. See you. All right then. So, after a couple of hours of fiddling and doodling and a rage quit failed attempt, I've realized two things. One, I've finally actually got this to work, which is amazing, thank God. And two, I remembered why I hate dispensers so much. Oh God, so difficult to work with them because of how they update. Right, so the design I've gone for is a sort of tick clock. It works completely off sort of scoreboards, and this single line runs pretty much everything I need here. The whole premise behind it functions off of these snowballs, which are inside item frames. This snowball inside the item frame is called A1, and there's another snowball inside here called A2. and then I'll have a B, C, D, E for each of the classes, so I can expand this as much as I want. This is how I actually find them. I give them a score, so I'll set a item frame, and I'll give it a class 1 score. As you can see in the side here, there's like these long UUIDs, and I've got this one here set to 1, and this one in here set to 2, and the whole thing sort of functions off of that. So it doesn't need pressure plates or anything. It activates as soon as you walk near it. So you can see I've got no armor on, and I've got a redstone block, and if I walk into it, there we go, I very quickly equipped with all of my armaments, and and the redstone block and anything that I had before I walked in is removed. It's a pretty good design. It works on ticks. I'm okay. Let's run through the actual command line. So this is the clock here. Simple 20 Hertz. You've all seen that before. This first command I'm actually going to get to last because it doesn't happen in that order. It starts with this command here, and what this command is doing is it's executing at a item frame. It's trying to set a score to a player within a radius of 1 of this item frame. Once a player is in the range, you get the score 1, and then you are teleported. That player with a score of 1, a minimum of 1 and a maximum of 1, is teleported to an item frame with a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 2, which coincidentally is just inside this. You will then be all your stuff will be removed. I can also remove effects and stuff at this point if I want to. And then this command block here, basically it just clones these untriggered dispensers and puts them up here. And once they're up here, this redstone on top actually powers these and dispenses the items. Then I have a couple of ticks space where I can put in effects and stuff, add effects to the player and whatnots, and give them other weapons using /give command and stuff in an order that I desire down here. And then on the 5th tick, it teleports them away. Now I've done it on the 5th tick because turns out the dispensers activating doesn't happen in 1 tick. It dispenses onto the player, and it takes at least 5 ticks. I tried it on 4 ticks and it didn't work either. I was just given the items instead of them equipped. So it takes an extra tick to check that there is space available, I guess, or however it's coded. And so what it'll do is it'll teleport the player up to here, and then any player with a score higher than 5, it sets back to 0. So once you're in this area, you're set back to 0. Now you're probably wondering how your score increases, and that's this over here, right at the start of the command line. So you've got to remember that they activate down this line. So this only adds a score to a player who has a score which is already 1. So it's not checking for any player with 0. So once you get added this 1 by being in line, it goes down here activating all the commands which require you to have a score of 1, and then once it gets to the end, it refreshes and starts from the beginning again. So it gives you 1, so now you've got a score of 2, and it goes down and does all of the ones with score 2, all the way up till 5, where it then finally sets you back to 0, and you are in the second part of the lobby, and you can look down at the lower one. So yeah, this actually took quite a bit of fiddling and stuff to be realized into its final form. A bit longer than I anticipated. This video may go up a tad later, so I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I'm happy with the result, and I'll copy this over and start retinkering with this lobby. So in the next episode of this, I can I can show. I don't think I'll change the lobby too much, but I can sort of show you a completed lobby, and we can start on one of these other contraptions and making it better. So, hope you've all enjoyed the episode. Until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.